Hello friends, welcome back or welcome if you're new. My name is Jerry and this is Jerry in Canada. Today I'm finishing up a series on crock-pot recipes. And today's recipe to finish off this series is creamy chicken Dijon. Yes, and it's delicious. Spoiler alert. If you like chicken recipes and you like something simple for supper, then this dish for you. I'm adding a cup of chopped onion into my crock pot with my 4 breasts of chicken that I sliced. The recipe also calls for a can of mushrooms. I have used a can of sliced mushrooms that I rinsed very well so it doesn't taste tinny on me. And if you want to use fresh, just saute them first before adding them to the crock pot. I don't mind canned mushrooms. I prefer fresh, but I don't mind the canned. So I stuck with the recipe on that. The can of mushroom size is 10 ounces or 284 milliliters. I also have some water here. It is a half a cup of water, and then I say to myself, I'm adding a can of chicken to this. So I put the water back in my measuring cup because I'm going to use it to clean out the can of cream of chicken soup after I open it. The cream of chicken soup is also a 10-ounce can, 284 milliliters. And friends, my chicken was boneless, skinless chicken breast. I don't know if I said that, so just letting you know. Now on to the Dijon mustard, the star of the show. Well, the chicken might be the star. This is the runner-up, I guess. But it is in the title, so Dijon mustard, a quarter of a cup. 60 milliliters you're going to want, and add that to your cream of chicken soup and your water. Friends, it says to mix, I mixed it in a bowl. It says to mix it in your crock pot, and then you're going to add your chicken breast that you halved, and then you're going to put this, you're supposed to put this in first and mix it about. And then you're supposed to put in your chicken, your onions, and mushrooms. I didn't see any difference doing it this way, so I added my chicken first. And you give that all a good mix so you coat your chicken really well in this deliciousness. I thought this is too simple of a recipe to share. Sometimes, I think, oh my gosh, this is too easy, maybe. Maybe people want something different. But then I taste it, and then I'm like, no, it's got to be shared because it's really good. Hubby really enjoyed it. There is more that I am going to add to this pot. And once it comes closer to the end of the cook time. Oh, another thing, and I forgot. I got to add some red chili flakes to this before we head out to look at those flowers. And we need just a quarter of a teaspoon. But you could add a bit more or skip it all together. It's up to you. So I'm putting the cover on this. And I want to take you all out with me for a minute to show you some flowers that I bought. Okay, friends. I went into Costco. I got a hanging basket. 2 planters. Another hanging basket. V8 juice and Gatorade, and I got to make it fit in my little vehicle. Wish me luck. I got these 2 in. I need more hanging baskets. We're going to get hooks for the back fence and hang them around. One of them right now, though, I'm going to put on my front porch thing on the bistro set. I'll show you. I got work to do on the front yard this week, so I'll be doing a video, and I hope that you keep me company. Oh, and by the way, my name is Jerry, and this is Jerry in Canada. Pull these ahead a little bit so they don't get pinched in the, hopefully won't get pinched in the door. I'm going to have to put this, I don't know where, Okay, she's all in. In your last 20 minutes of cook time on your creamy chicken Dijon here, you're going to add broccoli. It calls for frozen broccoli that you thawed and drained. So I thawed these out, rinsed them off and everything, and they're good to go into my crock pot. If you have big chunks of them, cut them up. The amount of broccoli is 26 ounces or 750 grams. And I just showed you evaporated milk there. So you're going to also add 5.5 ounces or 160 milliliters of evaporated milk. And then mix it all about, and then put the cover back on, of course, because you got a little bit more cook time to go. And your broccoli is going to come out tender, but still got some crisp to it. That's the way we like it. But if you want yours to be softer, you let it cook longer than the 20 minutes. And the amount of cook time, I'm going to plate this up, and I got to look up what cook time I did on my crock pot and what it recommended. So if you want to cook this on high, the recipe says 4 to 4.5 hours on high. My chicken was ready basically at 3.5 hour mark, and that's when I added my broccoli. And so mine cooked less than 4 hours altogether. And if you want to cook it on low, the recipe says 8 to 9 hours. It all depends on your crock pot. These recipes are old, going by older crock pots that may have taken a bit longer for your stuff to cook up. But I'm having a good old tasty poo of this deliciousness. I'm in my Jim Jams. It was a later evening for Graham and I to have supper. I got a clean fork there. I took a spoon and had a little tasty poo of the sauce. A bit of broccoli and that on it, and it was delicious. And then I got myself a clean fork, having a little bite of the chicken, and it was tasty, tasty, not gonna lie. Uh, I may make this for my father-in-law when we visit. I think that he may like this a lot. You can have this with just like this if you want and add a bunch more broccoli. I almost put the fork back in there, but I didn't. Uh, or you can have it over rice. You could have it with a salad. Up to you. Mashed potato. Tastes really good. Tastes like a little bit of chicken gravy on there. And it's delicious. I hope you come back again. Take care, my friends. Like, share, and subscribe. Bye.